POs, will you provide net price?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. So that means to say there are few preconditions which are already configured, and
Yes.
price in PO will automatically be considered by the system itself, referring to the conditions defined. So that's how the system. Yeah, that's how system will automatically read the conditions from predefined condition types and tables. So we are going to understand that today. You can make a note of the topic, that is pricing procedure. Pricing procedure. So you know that when you are going to receive a bill, what are the things that you have generally listed on the bill? You'll be having the basic price, you will be having some tax, maybe given some discount, and if at all some other surcharges, etc. You may be knowing the meaning of this term. Surcharge is extra additional tax added on a commodity. And we have cess, CESS. Cess is particular tax, like education cess. If it is said, then it is amount collected is used only for education related activities by the government. That is called education cess. So like that we have different system. We have different items listed on the bill, and accordingly prices for that, the price related respectively are defined. So all these things put together will make the pricing procedure. You can make a note of a few statements before proceeding. In an organization, the material price is charged to the customer, which includes basic price, surcharge, discount, tax, freight, etc. Configuring these conditions for net price is to be done with condition records and access sequence along with calculation schema. This process is known as pricing procedure configuration. So let us see how are we going to do that. So before creating these condition types and providing access, etc., we need to create a table in which we are going to consider few fields. Or like material, vendor, purchasing organization, so on. So we have to consider few fields, and through that fields further we'll be defining condition types, access sequence, etc. One by one, let us see. So you need to understand both conceptually and also how to operate on the system. So first step, you can write create condition table. Hope the screen is visible. I have already shared it. Path SPRO IMG. Materials management. Purchasing. Under purchasing, we have conditions. There, define price determination process. So path remains same. Here we'll have to operate on different things. Like first to define, that is maintain condition table. You can make a note. Maintain condition table. After, write in this order, it will be helpful. After defining condition table, then define access sequence. So first is maintain condition table. Second, access sequence. Third, condition types. Just a minute. Hello. Right. So I think I said until condition types. Have you written condition types? Define condition types. Yeah. After that, define calculation schema. Then define schema group. Then schema determination. Define schema determination. So let us do these things, then we'll proceed with condition record and PO. Thereby, last step would be PO. In PO generation, we should be able to see condition being read automatically, price cell being filled, price field being filled automatically based on conditions defined. Okay. Now, firstly, let me start with condition table. So I'll click on this, maintain condition table, create condition table. Make a note of T code M//03, M//03. So in this, nearly 750 tables would have been already defined. I have to go beyond that. You can just observe. Yeah, even more it is created. 790 is already existing. So let me try with this. I'll proceed with this. I'll take 791. If system is not allowing, then such table is already existing. You will have to create with a different number. Please try that. 791. Let me try with this. I enter. So it has taken 791. Now you can see field catalog on your right side and selected fields, long keyword on left side. Which field is selected? So to select the field, I have to first consider the field here, double click on this so that it automatically appears on the left side, which becomes selected. In order to move up and down in this particular catalog, you can make use of this keys in order to move up and down. So these are we can move up and down. And as consultant, we are more bothered with material and vendor. So I'll take these two. Material. If I double click on this, it is considered automatically. I have to take vendor also. Vendor. Again double click. I took material, vendor, both. Make a note, material, vendor. After that, I have to click on this generate. Make a note. So first step, create condition table. Select the fields, material, vendor from the field catalog. You get selected fields. Then click on generate. Shall I proceed? Have you written?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I click on generate. So 505 is existing with same field. System says so. Yeah, we also need same fields. I can enter and proceed. Now it is asking the package. Here we'll have to give it as temp file so that it will not alter anything in the client related server. So you can just enter it as temp $TMP. It's a temp file. $TMP.
Sir,
yes.
ಸರ್ ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಅದು $TMP?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಏನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಆಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂತ ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ 5 ಇನ್ ಡೆಮೋ ಸರ್ವರ್ಸ್. ವಿಲ್ ಸೇವ್ ಇಟ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡಿ, you can observe here A791 has been saved. That is the message what you get. 791 is our table name. Reports and screens for table marked for generation. So it is getting generated A791. I'll come back. We have created the table. Next step, as I said, it is access sequence, condition types, calculation schema, schema group, schema determination. So we have to do all these things one after the other. So I'll move to the next step, define access sequence. Define access sequence. I'll click on that. It is cross client, of course, it will be. I'll proceed with continue. I'll proceed with continue. Define access sequence. Now what is this access sequence? You can make a note. access sequence. Access sequence serves as a search key required to identify a valid condition record. This is based on condition type. So it is like a search key. How access would be given to it? So you all know, you can just understand the term access. It's like a key to enter. So this access sequence is again as a specific strategy key in order to select the valid condition. Once we create condition, we will get to know that how this is interlinked and how it will be affecting. So I will have to create. I'll click on new entries. So access sequence. For this, I'll just name after the table that we have created. I'll just name it as sequence 791. Description: access sequence for YIPL. Make a note. I'll enter this. Choose the key from allowed space. I think it will be taking it. Yeah, it has taken. So access sequence relevant for pricing. We are defining under pricing conditions. It has taken. So yes, 791. I'll save it. After saving this, see, I'll have to select this. This I have told you already. If you have anything under dialog structure as supplementary action to be performed after creating. So I'll select this and go to accesses. So select the access sequence created and double click on accesses. You can observe now access sequence S791, access sequence for YIPL. That is the name given. Again, I have to click on new entries. So number 1, the table is 791. This is what I have created. Table is 791. I'll just enter this access sequence 1 for 791. I'll enter this. Once I enter, it will display the fields that I have selected, material and vendor. Make a note. Material and vendor. So after this, further is under fields. I have to select this, go to fields. Double click on that, you will go to fields. You can observe now. See, MATNR is document field for material and LIFNR is vendor field, is document field for vendor. Make a note of these two. These are document structure and fields with conditions in SAP terminologies. Material, vendor, MATNR, LIFNR. Just make a note of it. So I'll save it. Data is saved. I repeat again. I have created the table first and then access sequence. So firstly, I maintain table. For that, I have given the access. So for this table, material and vendor, for these two fields being taken in the condition table, access is given for these two fields. Further, define condition types. This is very important, condition types. Of course, every step you have to follow the way we are proceeding in order to get the output. Proper configuration. I'll click on this, define condition types. Define condition type. So what does this condition type contains? Condition type contains different conditions which are nothing but the price, discount, surcharge, tax, rebate, etc. Freight, all these are conditions. These are all different conditions. We can make a note of it. Condition types. Condition types. Condition type specifies a unique field such as gross price, tax, discount, surcharge, etc. And in SAP we have the standards. Let me give you some standards. PB, if you remember, I made use of these when I was unable to give the net price directly while creating PO. You remember that? When system was not considering the net price in the PO screen ME21N, then I had to enter this PP00 and provide the price. I don't know whether you remember it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a condition as a standard. In fact, PP00 and PPXX, make a note. These are standards. Of course, I'm not going to utilize standard. We'll create our own so that we'll get the complete clarity how it works. Make a note of it. PP00, PPXX, and write down this also. RA01, discount on gross. So when you are trying to give discount, you can give discount on gross or discount on net. You have both opportunities or both ways, both possibilities you have. Discount on gross is if 100 rupees is the gross price, basic price. On that, if 10% is tax, let us assume, then net price is 110. If discount is 20 rupees, sorry, 20% on gross price, then you are going to reduce amount by 20. If discount is on net price, so 110 into 20, you are going to reduce accordingly. So you have both possibilities which can be defined. Both can be defined here. So this is discount. I'll show you some more conditions later in substandard table itself. Once we go into calculation, we can observe that. Now let me create. In this screen, I have to click on new entries. New entries. So condition type. Condition type. Firstly, I would like to define it as basic price or gross price, YIGP. This is the first condition that I am trying to define, which means for me YIPL gross price. Okay. And what is my access sequence? Yes, 791. Yes, 791. Make a note of it. There are few fields which we need to fill in this under control data, under master data, and so on. We'll come one by one. So YIGP, this is the first condition, gross price. Of course, we need gross price. Tax, discount, all will be on gross price, in fact, based on that. So firstly, we have defined gross price. Then coming to control data one condition class. Condition class. So if it is prices, if it is not a discount or surcharge, or if it is not a tax or extra pay, if it is just price, we have to take B, gross price B. Make a note, gross price B. Condition class B. See, here we have options as negative, positive, without that. For gross price, we'll just leave it blank without X or A being considered. If it is tax, we should take A. If it is surcharge or tax, we should take A. If it is discount, we should take X. So here I am taking it as empty without considering any of that because it is gross price. Then calculation type. Calculation type. How calculation should be done? Based on what? Let it calculate based on quantity. So price per piece if I define, and accordingly for the total quantity it should calculate. Calculation type as per quantity C. Make a note, C. So I am defining gross price, condition, price, calculation type based on quantity, plus minus are not considered as it is gross price. Then further, I'll just run through this, you can observe. See, next is condition category. Condition category again, we can take it with respect to basic price, H, make a note. Condition category, H stands for basic price. And rounding rule, what is this rounding rule? Like 499.99, 499.95, etc. There are few such price tags, right? If it is not 500, but you are inevitably paying 500. So that is commercial without rounding it up or down. If I round it up, it becomes 500. If I round it down, it becomes 499. So if I don't do and leave it the way it is, then it is called commercial. So rounding rule, we'll just leave it commercial. Then structure condition. Again, condition I don't want to duplicate or make it as a cumulative condition, so I am leaving it blank. So these are under control data. B, C, H, B, price, H again basic price, C for quantity, plus minus based on tax or discount respectively. Here as it is gross price, I am not adding. Hope this part is clear.
Yes, sir.
So firstly, I have just defined the condition type with gross price. I haven't entered into further things. We'll do that as well. Then moving on to changes that can be made, I'll take amount or percentage and delete. We should not take all the options because if I can change everything, then there is no meaning in creating condition. So let us limit it, amount, price, or delete for that. Then scale basis, and here validity you can define from which date to which date. Say I can have my preferences for this condition. I can just say I deliberately take this end of the current month. I'll take how it reflects, where it reflects, you'll get to know slowly. So I'm just taking one here, which is end of this month. Whichever month you are creating this pricing procedure, for that month it is valid. Then coming to scales, scale basis. Here again, I'll go with quantity scale. C, quantity scale. So that's all is required. Currency conversion, other things actually it is with respect to finance. Further sales related, currency conversion related, that we are not going to do. So for us, we are bothered with respect to quantity and price. So that is configured. I'll save it. So I have created first condition type, which is gross price. So with only one condition type, it will not reflect and will not be able to judge it properly. I'll take one more condition, again new entries. I'll name it as YIDP. DP for me it means discount. I'll take it as discount price.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ತಾನಾಗೆ ಬರ್ತದ ಸರ್?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ನೀವು
ಮಾಡಿರೋದು
IIDP
ಈ ತರ
ಅಂತ
ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಪ್ರೀ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ
ನೀವು-
ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಆಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ YIPL ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಸರ್?
YIPL ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ನೀವು YIDP ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ YIPL ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
YIPL ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಬಂತು.
ಹೌದಾ ಸರ್? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡಿ PIPL ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್.
ಓಕೆ 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 ಸರ್.
YIPL discount price. So when it is discount, again I have to define this condition. See, I have here discount or surcharge A. I have to select A here. Then what should I select here? Plus minus, it's discount.
Minus sir, it should be
Minus.
positive sir. Plus.
ಅಲ್ಲ
Minus,
ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್
minus.
ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
Okay okay.
I have to select
Taxes
X
should be
here.
positive.
X. Make a note. Discount to be deducted, thus it is X. So these two will remain same based on quantity again, and condition category H. They don't change. They remain same based on quantity and basic price. So further, see in this again I'll go with only amount, price, and delete. Here I deliberately leave it until 31/12/99. I'll show the reflection of that once we try creating the condition records. It will reflect there. Then coming to scale basis, again this is C, quantity scale. And one more thing I would like to define, check value. Value, so it should appear descending. Check scale, it should be descending. Check value as it is decreasing in the next step, descending order. I'll just add that A. So I'll save it. Hope you have made a note of it. Remember these two, GP, DP.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yeah, I'll save it. So condition types are created. We are done with three things now. Firstly, we took material and vendor. We created a table. After that, we gave access with those two. And now we have created condition types, one with gross price, other is discount price. So further, we have to proceed with calculation, how calculation should be considered, and how we need to group vendor, purchasing organization, and also a particular material. So that we'll see. We'll do one thing. We'll just reconnect. I have nearly 1 minute left. We can't proceed with and complete one configuration now. We'll just reconnect. I'll disconnect now. Please do join back.